पाकिस्तानी बॉक्सिंग, वो खेल जिसकी तरफ बिल्कुल भी कोई भी तवज्जो नहीं दी गई by the government or by any private investor for decades. बात करते हैं हुसैन शाह की, 1988 ओलंपिक ब्रॉन्ज मेडलिस्ट। हुसैन शाह को पाकिस्तान छोड़ना पड़ा था क्योंकि बॉक्सिंग का यहाँ बिल्कुल भी कोई स्कोप नहीं था। अब बात करते हैं 2022 की, इस साल की। पाकिस्तान के बॉक्सर्स अब पाकिस्तानी बॉक्सिंग का कंट्रोल ले रहे हैं। पाकिस्तान के बॉक्सर्स अब पाकिस्तान बॉक्सिंग को बेहतर करना चाह रहे हैं और कर रहे हैं। कुछ लोगों का मैं आपको बताऊंगा आज, if you're talking about पाकिस्तानी बॉक्सिंग in 2022, लेकिन ये लिस्ट अगर शुरू होगी तो सबसे पहले शुरू होगी उस्मान वजीर के साथ एंड UW प्रमोशंस। उस्मान वजीर ने पाकिस्तान के लिए ऐसी चीज़ें की हैं जो गवर्नमेंट छोड़ दें, प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टर्स छोड़ दें, किसी ने आज तक नहीं की। Usman Wazeer was a boxer out of the Amir Khan Boxing Academy. He was a kid with a dream and he decided to not only push the envelope when it came to his boxing skill. Usman Wazeer fight करते हुए भी एक boxing promoter है। Fight करते हुए भी सिर्फ अपने आप को नहीं but बाकी अपने इर्द गिर्द के सारे boxers को लेके चल रहे हैं, और उसका मतलब ये है कि उनको अपॉर्चुनिटीज दे रहे हैं, उनको स्पॉन्सर कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, making sure all of these guys are at the top of their game at the highest level. And this was evidenced recently by our trip to Gilgit for UW Promotions' first event in Gilgit, Baltistan, inside the Lalik Jan Stadium in Gilgit City. Usman Wazeer is that guy जो अभी पाकिस्तानी बॉक्सिंग को पाकिस्तान के अंदर किसी ना किसी रेलेवेंस में रख रहा है। इसके साथ ऑब्वियसली बहुत ज़्यादा और नाम भी होते हैं, जैसे आसिफ हज़ारा, who is now the WBA Asia South Super Flyweight Champion along with being the ABF Flyweight Champion. Syed Asif Hazara is considered the team captain for Usman Wazeer in a lot of ways because he is the most experienced boxer. But again, Usman Wazeer is the guy who is giving and has given a platform, an opportunity for fighters to come up through his own money. कुछ लोग हैं जो उस्मान वजीर को सपोर्ट करते हैं, like Green Hill. Green Hill has always been there for Pakistani combat sports, and I'll say that over and over and over again. Green Hill has been there when no one else has been there for Pakistani combat sports, helping out in whatever way they can. So Usman Wazeer, आसिफ हज़ारा, ये दो नाम हैं। इसके अलावा ये टीम वजीर के अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा नाम who deserve the recognition. Zahoor Abbas, somebody who's a young killer coming up, and mark my words, Zahoor is the next big thing in Pakistani boxing in 5 years' time. You have Adil Saeed, who is the toughest, roughest middleweight in my opinion, who recently called out Josie Boxer from my gym in Karachi, which is a very big fight that I'm looking forward to. I hope Josie accepts that challenge. And now new additions like Shafiullah Khan, who again, mark my words one more time, in 5 years' time will arguably be the most exciting fighter that you can see in the Pakistani boxing scene. Shoaib, the coolest boy as he likes to call himself, also one of those guys who's just so fun to watch when you see him box. And of course Muzaffar Khan, who recently joined Team Wazeer, abhi jaake Dubai mein ladke aaye hain against his Indian opponent. So Pakistani boxing is active, it is relevant because of Usman Wazeer. This is true. But iske alawa bhi bahut boxers hain who are keeping the boxing scene or boxing in Pakistan relevant to a certain degree. Baat karte hain unke bare mein. First up, let's talk about Taimur Khan Muhammad, my good friend. TKM Boxing, the man who represented Pakistan at the IMF World Championships in Abu Dhabi in 2021 in the heavyweight division. Being a boxer, being comfortable enough to take an MMA competition on short notice, he fought his ass off there, and now back in his own element of boxing, he went to Thailand and knocked his opponent out in the first round clean in a heavyweight fight. Let me tell you why this is important. Heavyweight fighters are rare, very rare in Pakistan. Heavyweight fighters don't come up every single day, let alone Pakistan, anywhere in the world. Heavyweight fighters are that rare special commodity that combat sports always needs to pull a crowd. And मैं आपको इसकी psychology समझाता हूँ. In the olden times, it was considered, and I think it's still true for boxing, that if the crowd wants to see a big fight, they come see the big boys play. They see the biggest guys with the biggest punch, with the most power, go in the ring and absolutely try to destroy each other. Taimur Khan is one of those rare breed of athletes that has the weight, the speed, the size, and the durability to become a problem in the global heavyweight landscape. But that's one guy, and he's on his way. And trust me, he's on his way to big things. Go follow at tkm.boxing to stay tuned to what he has upcoming, because he's very funny guy, very fun boxer, and he's somebody you should look out for. Shahir Afridi. Shahir Afridi represents a rapid response force Sindh police, and he's been fighting in the local scene under UW Promotions for a while and any other boxing fight nights that he can find. Shahir Afridi went to Thailand, same fight card as TKM Boxing, and he decided to fight for the ABF middleweight championship and put on an absolute clinic. Shout out to Ulumi Kareem for cornering these guys on their way to victory and making sure that he's there as one of the most experienced fighters and cornermen in Pakistani MMA. Ulumi Kareem does an incredible job whenever he's cornering guys at IMAF, at boxing, you name it. Recently he cornered Anita Kareem to her victory. I will be covering that very soon as well. But Shahir Afridi is also one of those guys who is now trying to create a promotional sense around himself so that he can market himself to go to the next level. इन सारों का मैंने आपको बता दिया. Usman, Wazir, TKM Boxing, Shahir Afridi, all having incredible performances throughout the year for Pakistan, in Pakistan and abroad. But why am I here? And why am I talking to you about this again? I don't like that I am. Pakistan की यही कहानी रही है. Ever since I've started covering combat sports, वो छोड़ दें, वो तो सिर्फ 2-3 साल हुए हैं. पिछले 30-40 साल से यही कहानी रही है कि बॉक्सर और फाइटर अपना बोझ खुद उठाता है. उसको उठाना पड़ता है क्योंकि उसके लिए और कोई नहीं होता मदद करने के लिए, असिस्टेंस देने के लिए, स्पॉन्सरशिप के लिए. And I'm tired of this, honestly speaking. पाकिस्तानी कॉम्बैट स्पोर्ट्स सिर्फ अपने फाइटर्स के ऊपर चल रहा है और कुछ लोगों के ऊपर चल रहा है जो एक्चुअली स्पोर्ट को बढ़ते हुए देखना चाहते हैं, जो एक्चुअली स्पोर्ट को सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं. And unfortunately, I think it is a very, very big thing to celebrate that Pakistani boxing is at the level that it's at right now. But it is a sad thing that we are still in a state where we have to talk about these stories as if they're triumphs, as if these guys have had to go through every loophole in the world to get to where they are because they have. I think that the more I cover the sport, the more I'm realizing that this is just going to remain the state for Pakistani combat sports moving forward. But I always talk to you about this. The only people that can realistically make a change right now watching this video is you and me. Government institutions, private investors, ये सारी चीजें आएंगी जाएंगी अपने टाइम से, I guess. यही मैं कह सकता हूँ. There's no other reason why boxing isn't promoted by the government of Pakistan. It is one of the only few sports we've secured a single medal in at the Olympics. It is one of the most popular sports in the world, and it actually has some of the best talent in Pakistan across sports. I don't know क्यों नहीं government की तरफ से support. I don't know. I can't answer that anymore. But what I can say is that you and I need to continue doing what we're doing, and that is #SaveCombatSports. Talk about it. Tell these people that they're doing the right thing. Go follow their pages. Go follow their stories. Be a fan, because that is the only way that we can make the sport grow. Be a fan. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Stay tuned to On the Mic. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Keep it tight. I'll talk to you soon.